So I'm here inside the Jeep. Just wanted to try to show you a little bit around of what it's like when I'm actually inside of it to sleep. We're at a primitive campground in a national forest below Myrtle Beach, and we've decided to retire for the night. We don't have a fire going or anything, so we just figured we'd come in here and just watch videos in our own vehicles, so we can get up tomorrow morning and decide what we want to do. We've got the whole day to do whatever, and we're not quite sure what to do. So let me show you a little bit about around here. I'm gonna reverse the camera so I have the flash. So when I'm sitting on the lower section and I am sitting up against the driver's seat, I have enough room to completely sit up and not hit my head. This is the first time I've brought the 6-gallon jug of water, and there's really nowhere else good to put it other than on the roof, but I just wanted to see if it'd be okay sitting at the end there, and I can completely stretch out, so I'm going to be able to change clothes and everything in here with that there. And then that's just a small cooler and change of clothes. So here is my bed setup. So that's the platform bed, and since I did it without drawers, I can actually just lift this up from the one end and still get all of my clothes without having to exit the vehicle. And the same thing goes for this here, which I just have miscellaneous goods in, tools and other things. And then underneath here, that's actually the table that I use. I'll show that tomorrow morning, hopefully, that I keep under there. And then this is my 4-inch pad, memory foam pad, covered by a sleeping bag. And then this is just fabric that's put around the sleeping bag so that this sleeping bag here doesn't slide off while I'm driving, because it's got these like little rubber pajama feet things. So that works out really well. And then that's the space that I have between the ceiling and the bed, but when I'm in it with the memory foam, it sinks down quite a bit, and there's actually plenty of storage that I can move around and not have to worry about hitting my sides or anything like that when I'm laying on my side against the ceiling. So, and then this way, that's the space where my head goes, and you'd think that that gets in the way, and it really doesn't. If it does, I can just move them, but I've slept in here a couple of times, and it hasn't bothered me at all, so I'm just going to keep it. So what I wanted to show is everything that I'm going to bring that's not on the roof is actually going to be able to go with these containers. I got these Ziploc containers, and these things are awesome. They've got the foam seals around them, and then 4 locks up top, locking handles, and it's just great. I bought, I think, 5 of them, but now I'm noticing, since I only brought 4, that 4 is all I can fit in the front there. I actually try to keep, my buddy told me about this when he went out on his trips, but I keep the front seat completely open in case I need to jump up front quick, start the car, and get going. I think that's a practice that I'm going to keep doing just in case. So that means I got to keep this whole area up front empty. And then down below in the footwell, I can't remember what I put down there, but a few things can go down there as well. And then the one compartment container I have just slides nicely up front there. So that actually works out really well. And this is what it looks like. Can't really see that well, but that's what it looks like from the other end. So I've got all this space, and I made it specifically this way so that no matter what, and if I get stuck inside of here, I won't be too cramped, and I'll actually have space to either cook or, you know, just do things without having to worry about going outside. I can grab those containers and put them up here rather easily, so that I can pull stuff out of them and, you know, like I said, cook or just grab whatever I need and still have space to move around. So that's going to be kind of important, I think, spending a lot of time out here and possibly getting stuck inside the Jeep for a day or two here or there, and just feeling like I'm not too claustrophobic during those times. And so a couple of things to point out quick. I've got the Reflectix up here, which has a piece of felt carpeting behind it. I've got one there, I've got one there. I've actually kept them in the Jeep the past couple of weeks. I think I'm just going to keep them permanent. There's really no reason to take them down and put them up. I don't really look out those windows. But I do need one in the back, and I need one here at this window. This window that's closest to my head while I'm sleeping, I just have the felt up, so that's going to keep out the light in the morning. But once I figure out a better way to keep the back one up and the sides up, I'll go ahead and complete that. And then I also did the LED lighting all the way around the edge, and I really like that. Just with these 50 lights, there's plenty of light in here to see, and I don't really need these 4 remote lights, but the remotes come in really handy because I can light them from outside the vehicle, and also, you know, turn them off while I'm in bed and not have to fumble around trying to find an off switch or anything like that, or pull a cord. But this limo lighting is awesome. It gives the Jeep a nice feel, and I just like it a lot. I've got another string of 100 that I'm going to decide what to do with, but they do draw a lot more power than I thought they would, but I like them anyway. And a couple of other quick things. This is where I was just sitting. That's the back of the driver's seat. So when I lift up this pad, I have that door that I made when I took out the back seat. So I can just remove this, and then I've got that storage that I can easily access again from the inside. And so there's quite a bit of room still down here. That's just a jack, but I can put stuff over here and all the way back over here, and I can even access it from that over there if I wanted to. But since I don't really need that space for just a couple of days out, I wanted to show that anyway, because I will be using that, because space will be limited when I'm living out on the road. And then that's just one of the power banks that I have that powers the little fans that I have. Those are my exhaust fans, so I have those on, and it's kind of nice. It creates a nice white noise. It's not real loud, but just loud enough that it does kind of mute out some noise from outside. And then I'll have a little bit bigger ones over here when it's warmer out, and then I'll have those blowing in, so that keeps me cool. And that's it for now. I'm going to get ready for bed and crawl in and probably watch some YouTube and check in tomorrow.